Right out of the gate, things are not looking.
All right. Well, we got to deal with these issues and let's take care of this, and so you can move on with your life. In this case, 24 CR 121, Mr. Weaver, that's the defendant waive a formal reading of this indictment. Can we proceed subject? Hold on. Let me talk. Let me speak, and then you get to talk, because when both of us speak, see, hold on.
This is classic judge schooling, the kind that makes you feel like you're back in first grade. But there's a legal reason behind the lecture. Court reporters must record every single word accurately. Two people talking at once? That's chaos in the transcript and could even mess up an appeal later.
In first grade, when we were speaking and our teacher got mad at us, we learned back in first grade that you don't interrupt each other. This lady is the court reporter, and she's actually more important than me here, because the law says she has to record everything in the courtroom. And if two people speak over each other, she's unable to do it. And then those two people get in trouble from the high court. So we don't want to get in trouble. So let's follow our those rules that we learned in school. In summer, this indictment alleges that on or about December 10th of last year, 2023, a few months ago, in Jefferson County, Texas, this states that you committed the second-degree felony of arson, it looks like, by damaging a vehicle. Hold on. Do you understand what you're charged with? Do you understand what you're charged with? All right. That's a second-degree felony. longshoremen and pay these people back for their loss. How much money are we talking about?
We don't know the precise amount of the loss, Judge, but they should be able to report that
Is it
to probation.
Ideal Transmission?
Yes, that was the name of the entity that.
Well, you gotta pay back whatever damage. That's the right thing to do. Well, it may not be a lot of money, but it's still damaged. So we're going to figure out what that is during the probation. There is no fine, okay? And Mr. Weaver, there's no fine. There won't be any fine, okay? Okay. So are you saying you're not guilty of this? Are you guilty or not? You're pleading guilty to the charge. Okay, you're strawberry. Oh, here's what we're going to do. He's.
Have we done competency evaluations?
Oh, there you go.
He seems to understand things, but then he goes off on these.
Seems to understand what exactly what is incoherent in talking about the Olympics.
I'm not comfortable
What we're
letting him out without some sort of.
This job is what we all make of it, and it's not going to be a charade. Mr. Weaver is railing on incoherently. It's obvious that we need a Dr. Rapon, a licensed psychiatrist, to evaluate the defendant to determine whether or not he is competent to stand trial. You know, he's a little nuts, but whether he was sane at the time of his trial, at the time of this event that is alleged here. So what we're going to do is order him to evaluate the defendant. We'll come back at the end of that and figure out where we are. We're going to get Dr. Rapon to help you. First thing we need to do is we got Dr. Rapon needs to come and make sure you help. Okay. Anything else? God bless you. Now, Mr. Weaver is
Second-degree felony. That's no joke. We're talking up to 20 years in Texas prison. But here's the twist. The judge mentions it could have been worse. Translation? Prosecutors might have gone for first degree if the evidence pointed to intent or injury. Weaver's lucky for now.
their gender and size, uh, the ones who pick on others. Shoulder. Okay, you tell us. Okay. After he'd been in jail and had communications with us, which you're not supposed to have. And I just get the sense
And there it
something
is, the moment that
meaningless like
changes everything. The defendant starts rambling, incoherent,
punched her in the head with a
referencing random
closed fist.
topics. The judge
The agreement here is that you would be sentenced to 1 year in the county jail pursuant to the lesser included offense. But there's a certain definition for everybody.
It does. The relationship, it's boyfriend girlfriend relationship.
Is there anybody else? Is there any other cases on the docket before that one? No.
Let that sink in over cell phone code. A pregnant woman punched in the head and bruised by a thrown bottle. This isn't just a bad day. It's a complete breakdown of humanity. And yet, somehow, this case ends in a misdemeanor plea. How? Stick around. The answer says a lot about how justice really works.